All right. I hate that song.
Why?
I want it to go away.
Let's change
Promise me we'll make it go away.
Let's do it.
All right. Next week we'll have something different. Okay. Good. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Money Talks with Tom and Mike. We are with you every Friday from 12 to 1 right here on WWDB AM 860. We talk about wonderful things here. We want you to have the biggest laugh or the first laugh of the day for you. We'd like for you to learn something you didn't know yesterday. And we'd like to explain that dynamic tension that exists between baby boomers and millennials, which by all means is not the fault of the baby boomers. It falls right in the lap of the millennials, but that's okay. We'll handle that another time. We do have a question we received, email from Marie in Richboro. And Mike, if you can remind our listeners our email address so they can send us questions as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so this is a real estate related question, and as a lot of our listeners know, Tom and I are actually also real estate agents for Keller Williams, and we are so this particular situation. You can get in touch with us. Email Mike Graff at kw.com or Tom Chance at kw.com if you like.
And I'll give it real quick so we're getting a little short. Marie from Richboro, she doesn't know where to start in getting her house ready to sell. What advice can we provide to her?
Well, that's a complicated situation sometimes. You know, there's always a lot of things you want to take care of, and you may not know which one to get started on, or you may not know that you need to take care of something until you have somebody take a look at it. So one good place to start is have your realtor come over and do a walkthrough with you and take a look at things that, you know, throughout the house. They're going to have probably a pretty good sense of what issues might come up. The other thing that I've had people do in the past when they're really not sure is invest a little bit of money in having your own home inspection. Have the house inspected for yourself so you know what issue is going to come up, especially if it's a higher end home. Stucco is a big issue. Sometimes knowing the scenario with a larger house with stucco, for example, can be important. So to answer Marie's question, the best thing you can do to get started if you're not sure is have a real estate professional come over and take a look and give you a sense of what you're probably up against.
That sounds like pretty sound advice. Generally, what's the cost of an inspection like that?
Well, if you were going to, there's a couple different ways you could do it. If you were going to actually hire a home inspector that does real estate inspections, it'd be about $500. But you could probably also have, you know, somebody, if you have someone who's trusted, you could have a contractor come and take a look at things that you're aware of. Like a lot of people know, okay, my roof on my house has been here since I bought it. That's probably got some, you know, going to have some issues, or, you know, etc. So if you know of issues, have somebody give you a price before you get into it, and think about getting some of those things fixed up before the sale.
I'm curious, the document or the report that's given to the homeowner from their inspector, are they able to use that as part of the sale? Are they able to give it to their real estate person and say, okay, this is what we have done? Are they able to use that for the sale of the property?
Yeah, they are. And when you have information on your property, you need to disclose that. So you could uncover something you didn't know about with that inspection, and you would be required to disclose that information. But then the inspector is going to uncover that when you're under contract with a buyer, and that's not the time that you want a surprise that you didn't know about, because it'll always be more cost effective for you to take your time and get that handled by getting a couple of quotes than when you're in the contract and you have to negotiate on the fly.
It kind of takes the pressure off, doesn't it?
It does. Knowing what your house, what the issues are with your house before you get started takes a lot of pressure off, because the inspection can be the most stressful part in a lot of cases.
So it sounds to me that folks really need to do some planning before they take the step to say, okay, it's time to sell the house.
Yeah, absolutely. And they need to know, is my house cosmetically what it should be to get top dollar? And is it sound mechanically? Both.
Interesting enough, we had another email from someone else. We'll have to talk about it next week. But Kate Smith, she will usher us out the door with God Bless America. We'll see you next week.